A cyclone Ditwa wreaked havoc across Sri Lanka, triggering heavy flooding and deadly landslides across the country. Measures were taken to close schools nationwide. The second phase of the third school term, which was initially slated to commence on the 8th of December, was subsequently postponed to the 16th of this month. Accordingly, 147 schools in the western, southern, northern, north central, eastern and the Sabaragamuwa provinces will resume academic activities tomorrow. However, the Ministry of Education notes that 640 schools in the Uva, Central and Northwestern provinces will continue to remain closed tomorrow.
Officials of the relevant provinces disclosed that a total of 640 schools in the Uva, Central and Northwestern provinces will remain closed tomorrow. 524 schools in the Uva province will be closed primarily due to difficulties associated with transportation. 5 schools in the Northwestern province and 111 schools in Central province will also remain closed tomorrow. A relaxed policy on school uniform has been recommended, allowing both teachers and students to temporarily attend school without uniforms. However, this policy is only applicable for those directly impacted by the disaster.
Schools will once again be closed for the Christmas holidays on the 22nd December and will resume the third phase of the third term on December 29th. Academic activities for the third term of 2025 are expected to conclude on the 31st of December. However, Muslim schools which will commence academic activities tomorrow will continue until the 2nd of January 2026. Meanwhile, the Education Ministry has instructed all schools to commence Grade 1 classes for the 2026 academic year on the 22nd January. The ministry further noted that temporary accommodation should be provided in schools with hostels for students residing in remote areas where transportation is challenging due to the disaster situation. In a bid to provide relief to the students in disaster-struck areas, the ministry has instructed authorities to allow disaster-affected students to attend the nearest schools to continue their studies with no fees being charged from such students. The Education Ministry clarified that no charges can be levied from students for disaster relief purposes and that only students above the age of 14 can only be used for disaster assistance services with parental permission and under the complete supervision of teachers. The ministry stated that schools that will remain closed tomorrow can resume academic studies on a date decided by the relevant provincial directors of education. With schools slated to reopen tomorrow, principals, teachers and non-academic staff arrived at the school premises today. In the meantime, Deputy Minister of Labour Mahinda Jayasinghe joined clean-up operations conducted at schools in Kandy.
Nearly 260,000 principals and teachers have pledged their support to assist those affected by the disaster. They have made a request to donate 1 day's salary from January next year. A mechanism will be implemented to facilitate this donation after schools reopen tomorrow.
Given the inconveniences faced by students, the government announced that school children can continue to use SLTB season tickets issued for November for bus journeys in December.
From tomorrow, students are not required to wear school uniforms or use season tickets when traveling to school. The only requirement is the willingness to attend school. SLTB buses have been deployed to facilitate student transportation and this arrangement will remain in effect throughout the month of December.